Hey James, American Trigger Sports Network crowd. We're back on the floor at SHOT Show 2010 in Las Vegas, Nevada. Joining me is Bill Ritchie, who is the president and owner of EDM. Now, as you can see in front of me, EDM is, well, not your little sporting rifle by any means. This is a high-grade competition 50 cal. Right. Bill, thanks for taking the time to talk with us. Tell us a little bit about the 50 cal as a caliber, and then about your gun in particular.
Well, 50 calibers, became a very popular sport here about 25 years ago as far as shooting goes. We took it a little bit further. We have a class now in the 50 Caliber Shooters Association where you can shoot prone. And really, that's the only way I believe in shooting, is prone off the ground.
Yeah.
The nice thing about our gun, it's got the weight to it. It's got real world records. We've been able to promote it, not only to the civilian market. We do have a lot of them, like the 1.3, the Marine Corps, the 1.4, the 1.5, SEAL Team 5. We have them with the Army 101st Airborne. They are being used over in Afghanistan and in Iraq. So they're the only tactical rifle on the market that you can completely break down, fold up, and it'll go right into either a hard case or a soft case. And
so even though it looks like it's a big one-piece unit, it's actually small.
Right. Now we can't put the bolt in, obviously, because this is the SHOT Show, and they're wired tight here, so you can't take a bolt in or take a bolt out.
Yeah.
This one happens to have the firing pin still in it, and we didn't bring our dummies, so that's why it's laying on the table here.
The gun itself, manufactured by EDM. This was a design by you and your team?
That's right. It was designed by my son, Kerry Ritchie, and myself, and we've been selling them since 2001. We've really been in an Army solicitation in '96, and it was supposed to be over with in 6 or 8 months, but it lasted 3 years. There was 12 people in it.
Oh my goodness.
And Barrett beating us out on price, not quality. And since then we've been in a lot of solicitations in a lot of countries, and we do supply hundreds of rifles every year to the civilian market, as many as 700 every year. Is what we're making, and now with the new capability we have, we can even double that amount. And we still have the cells for that. We're the only company with a layaway program, so if you want to buy this very expensive rifle, which is $7,600.
Which you told me is not including scope, whistles, and bells.
Right. Yeah, we recommend Night Force scopes like this, 5.5 by 22.
Right.
The best scope you can put on it with the NPR1 reticle. These guns, like I said before, we claim them to be minute of angle, meaning I shoot 10 inches at 1,000 yards.
Now wait a minute, we talked about that off camera a little bit. You said to me, okay, prove it.
Okay, that's right. What it is everyone in the 50 caliber industry that's making rifles, they all claim their gun to be minute of angle, meaning basically if you shot an inch at 100 yards, you could shoot 10 inches at 1,000. But prove it. I can prove it because we have world records shot by the FCSA, Police Gazette, Marine Corps. These are all sanctioned matches. Anybody can say their gun's a minute of angle. Prove it. I can prove it with my really big mouth, see?
So by taking it out to the range, having it in the hands of a qualified shooter, they're doing it. They're not talking about it.
Yeah, they're doing it all the time. The last record that was set was at Quantico in April by Michael Murphy, and he shot a 5-inch group, 5-shot, 1,000 yards, prone on the ground. The right way to shoot.
The basic gun that you manufacture, as you said, you recommend certain types of scopes, a bipod, things like that. Out the door, you're looking at a $10,000 plus package, aren't you?
$10,000 package.
Okay, and you do a lot more than also. Well, go ahead, finish that thought.
Plus, we have the only unique rifle where you can be 50 caliber on the same platform. It can be a 408 Shytac or 338 Lapua by changing bolt and barrels. I mean, you don't have to buy complete rifles if you don't want to.
So I don't need 3 of these beasts here. I got one and then components.
With the components, the magazine changeover, and the barrels, and all you do is change the bolt and barrel, and it's another caliber.
Wow.
We even made them for California, where they banned them and made these assault weapons 5 years ago.
Yes.
And so we came out with the 50 DTC. We had it at the SHOT Show. They banned them in December. And we had it there in January.
No.
The only difference is the chamber is different in it. Basically, it's still a 50. It's the same cartridge, shortened 100 thousandths, but the shoulders push back.
Right.
And
neck down?
No, it's not neck down. It's the same velocity, same bullet powder primer case.
Okay.
Same velocity. It's more like an Acme Improved. It's stamped DTC, and now that makes it legal because they banned the case. See? So that's how we went around that loophole. And California was a big market for us. We sold hundreds of rifles, but then by banning them, they almost put me out of business.
Yeah, I can imagine.
You got 38,000 people, 38 million people there, and you got a big market for, people that still buy and collect.
Mm-hmm.
And this is something that's not going to die out. We sponsor the Policy Institute so that they can continue to fight gun control.
So let's talk about that a little bit, because you guys donate quite a few guns to these other organizations that are out there looking out for the rights of the gun owner, correct?
That's right. With the Policy Institute, which is part of the 50Cal Shooters Association, run by John Berg. He's a lobbyist, and he's been able to stop legislation in Illinois, New Jersey, New York on banning 50 calibers. Before he nipped it.
Yeah.
Now, it doesn't mean it's not going to come back again, especially with the situation we have with, in this country, and how people are all against guns and gun control and so forth. But it does help, and it does work.
Outstanding, outstanding. Now, you also said that you had come up with a design that, as this one will break down into a hard case, ready to go.
Yeah,
you made one that was even
smaller. We made the mini Windrunner. It shoots in .308. It looks identical to this. It sells for around $3,800.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we sold that line to another company called Nemesis Arms.
Nemesis Arms,
and they're up in the law enforcement section at this show. He's doing a very good job on it. He has a lot of satisfied customers. He's doing and making it just like we've made it. So the quality is there because our name is on it. And I'm very proud of him for doing that. He's done a great job. His gun also will break down and go into a small suitcase, an attaché case. That's right.
Bond, James Bond.
James Bond. Or he has a backpack and things different things like that. But they are unique because they do break down, and no one has anything like it on the market. Now, there are some companies that copied our design, like another company that we made guns for them, and they all say manufactured by EDM Arms.
Right.
The movie Shooter, that's our gun in there. Okay. And we made those for a company, SciTac, and of course they copied our rifle. We took care of that problem. We also make them for another company called NESIC, for Global Industry. And they all say manufactured by EDM Arms, but it's still our rifle.
It's still your baby.
Sure.
It's still your baby. As we wrap this up, if people would like more information about, the Shooters Association, the wonderful things that you guys are doing in manufacturing, where would you like them to go to?
Well, you can go to our website if you want to go to www.edmarms.com.
Okay.
Or you can also go to the 50 Caliber Shooters Association. We're linked to it, so just go down the links and you can dial right up to the NRA, Sniper Organization, or the 50 Caliber Shooters Association.
You're really in a growing marketplace, aren't you? I mean, you're really one where people, once they discover the joy of and the fun of, wow.
And then this is the most sought after rifle. You have the leaders in the industry, of course, is Ronnie Barrett.
Yeah.
And then we follow right behind him. We have a different platform, though, a very unique platform. Then you have McMillan's with their bench rifles, for bench rest shooters. Ours is for anybody. And the nice thing about it is it's the only rifle on the market that is really interchangeable and is really a minute of angle rifle.
And you're willing to prove it.
And I'm willing to prove it.
Bill, thanks for taking the time to talk to us.
Thank you.
Hey, it's been a pleasure. As you can see, I mean, this thing looks so imposing, and yet this is growing in popularity, James. I mean, a lot of shooters are rediscovering, stuff here saying, you know what, I've never had that opportunity. And obviously with the EDM folks, quality is what counts. We're going to take a standby. We'll be back more here on the floor. 2010 SHOT Show.